What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dialogue with Richard Howk. I am Richard Howk, and we're just going to jump right into it today. In today's video, I want to talk to you about my plans for this channel. I know in the past I've started it and stopped it and started it and stopped it, but I never really had a clear vision for what I wanted to do. And now that's changed. I've got it written down. I've got the way I want to go with it, and it feels right to me, and it's something that I'm really excited about. But before we go into why and what I want to do with the dialogue, I want to talk about who is making it possible today. And that's my friends over at Oghma Creative Media. And specifically, I want to talk about one of their new upcoming releases, a book by author J.B. Hogan called Time and Time Again, The Curious Case of Mr. Stephen White. In this next book, J.B. Hogan talks about Stephen, who's a nerdy software engineer who goes out on a hike with his friends. And while he's out on the hike, he passes out and awakens in the past. He has to come to grips with this new reality and is flung headlong into a series of adventures from murderous outlaws in the 1860s to a trip down the stations of the Via Dolorosa. I mean, it sounds very intriguing, and I can't wait to pick up my copy. It comes out next week, a week from today, and I'll link to the Amazon page below so you can pre-order your copy. And this is going to be a pretty normal segment on the show. We're going to be working with Oghma on a partnership where we feature some of their authors, their new books, and so I'm really looking forward to working with him in the future. So now that we've passed who's helping us out, let's go on to the why and what of what I want to do with this channel. Now, they say when you develop a good YouTube channel that you want to focus on something that you're really passionate about and things that you know really well and stuff that you can talk to at length. In my life, I'm not sure that I do something specifically great, but I do a lot of things well. And so I think the best thing that I'm best at doing is being myself. And there's so many avenues I want to explore. So let's go into how I want to break these things down. I still want to do news type stuff. I enjoy sharing, different news stories that I've found interesting. I mean, in movies, music, books, TV. I love sharing those things with you, and I love hearing what you think about them, back. I love the dialogue that we have. So I really don't want to give that up as an individual YouTuber, doing this by myself. I don't have a crew. I don't have anybody editing for me. So sometimes it's hard to develop all the stories, to do all the research and everything it takes to get those out there. So what I've decided to do is to do some other things that maybe are a little easier for me to handle solo. One of the things I want to do is to, instead of, go through and explore various topics, I want to concentrate on one topic and delve into that further, instead of just going through and lightly hitting different notes or stories or anything like that. I want to go into the story deeper, and that'll allow me to not have to explore so much research where I'm just doing one thing, focused on one topic. I don't have to be torn back and forth between different topics. And another thing that I want to do is more of a vlog type station. I've done some where I've taken you on trips before and stuff like that, but I'd like to do more of that. But I'd also like to do more adventurous stuff with that. And sometimes that might just be as simple as going to the family reunion that I went to yesterday, our get together. Or maybe that's more of when I go travel or anything like that, taking you along with me, and we'll explore those places together too. And the freedom that you have in a vlog series will allow me to be more creative with things I do. We can do things on spur of the moment that I couldn't necessarily do with it. And I'm going to basically by taking it on the road, it allows me more to do than I can do just in the studio. But in addition to the vlogging, I want to focus on lifestyle, and that's part of vlogging too, but I want us to focus on lifestyle changes or stuff that I work on, that I focus on in my life. Like, at the beginning of the year, I switched to veganism, and currently I'm the world's fattest vegan. That's not verified, but I think that's probably close to an accurate statement. But I also want to do something about that too. And in switching to veganism, I've lost some weight. It wasn't my goal. My goal was just a healthier lifestyle, and the weight has come off in in addition to that, and I still want to focus on that. But that's something I want to share with you. I want to be able to get that encouragement back and encourage other people that are trying to lose weight, and we can go on that journey together. And one of the other things I want to add in that I did a little bit before, I did the rendezvous with Richard where I did in the shower scene. I did some other stuff where we were reporting on a tornado from our friendly Arkansas. But I want to include more of that. I really enjoy comedy. I enjoy singing. I mean, those are things that are about me that I enjoy doing. I love, my favorite thing to do is to go out and go karaoke. I would do that any night, anytime. And this week, I'm actually getting ready for the first time to do stand-up comedy. So I'm really excited about that. And it's something I want to share with you as well. And one of the final things I want to talk about adding to my channel are maybe some special projects. I talked about before in one of my videos a dinner party. The ultimate dinner party is what I'm going to call it, I think. But I want to go through bracket style and come up with my favorite 4 dinner guests to add all together. I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to film that out and bring that to you probably starting next week. But some other things I want to do, I get Loot Crate DX and regular Loot Crate every week. I'm going to unbox those, kind of show you what's going in those. And if you don't know about Loot Crate, look in the link below and I'll send that out for you. And another special project I'd like to do is a Q&A session. I'd really like to get those, maybe even doing some live chats or whatever, where we're talking in real time, where we have this dialogue going the whole time. And the main thing to remember is this channel is called The Dialogue. I want that back and forth with you, and I really want to connect with my audience. So I'm hoping you're willing to come along with the ride with me. I think it's going to be a great time, and I'm looking forward to it. So until the next time, I've been Richard Howk. I'm still Richard Howk, and I'll see you later. Fucking 9 o'clock. Go to sleep, people. And the last thing that I really want to bring into... Kidding me? So is life living in an apartment. And the last thing I want to add in is maybe some special projects. I mentioned this in the video. People, go to bed. And the last thing I want to talk about adding into my channel are maybe some special projects. I talked about it in one video just briefly. In fact, I had the idea on video, and you'll see a little light bulb go off in my head. Seriously. And the last thing I want to talk about adding to my stick. Oh! Go to bed. Seriously,